The L3 version of the E-Transit is actually right below 6 meters, and that means that it's actually not going to be considered as a commercial or full-size commercial vehicle. So I can use it, for example, when I'm crossing bridges in Denmark. It has the lower fare, and there is a threshold right around 6 meters. So it was actually quite good that this E-Transit is just below or just shorter than 6 meters. This is the eCamper project. You can see it has a couple of differences when you compare it to the regular Transit. It actually has the older front here, or grille. So you can see it doesn't feature the new bigger Ford lettering that you get on some of them. And that's a bit unfortunate. I'm really fond of the Ranger Raptor front that you can get for it. But that's not possible because we have the charging door right here in the front, as you can see. But this is going to be very good. I mean, the charging location is going to be very good when we're going to use it as a camper. That means that you have a nose charger on it, and not, for example, here, some electric vehicles that are, I would say, maybe more compliance vehicles. They still have the charging door here, where you used to have the diesel filler. But the nose is actually a bit better, I would say. That means that you don't need to have a cable across the front of it, and you can. You're free to open the doors here as well. So that's really good. One of the, let me shut this off like this. One of the other conversions I'm going to do is that I'm going to remove this bench seat. So right now we have 3 seats in front. And that means that actually 3 of the 4 of us, we can actually travel in this vehicle and use it as a private vehicle. But I'm going to install a pilot seat, or what you want to call it, as a passenger seat as well. So we can move freely inside the cabin here. But obviously we're going to remove the bulkhead before that's going to be possible. And I'm not quite certain if removing the bulkhead actually means that I need to re-register it as an M1 vehicle. But we will see. That's also some of the things that we're going to do on this channel. We're going to look into all of the different challenges that there are when registering a commercial vehicle as a private vehicle. So when looking at the inside, I am actually considering how we can arrange the seating. And as I'm not the seating, the bed solution. As you can see here, we need to find a solution for the bedding, and it's going to be a permanent solution. And I would say I would prefer a transverse mounted bed here, which means that we have more space for the 3 seats that I'm going to mount behind here. As you can imagine, a permanent two-person bed is going to take up quite a bit of space. If you mount it lengthwise in the vehicle, it's going to take almost all of the space here. So it is going to be transversely mounted. And that means that I need to find some fitting flares for this vehicle, because it's only 178 in width. I have no idea what that is in inches, by the way. So you need to do the conversion yourself. But I need to find some fitting flares for it, so I get the full sleeping length. In the door side here, I'm gonna install a small kitchenette. It's gonna be a very simple solution because I'm very limited by what I can carry in terms of weight. Because as I said, this is an electric van. The battery is quite heavy, and that means that we have around 800 kilos of payload. And a permanent bed and the seats, that's a couple of 100 kilos. And then two adults and 3 kids, that's also a couple of 100 kilos. So we don't have that much in the budget actually to allow for an elaborate kitchen setup. So it's just going to be a very simple console here, and I'm going to buy an air fryer. Then also we have just a single plate induction stove. So that's going to be the kitchen. In the beginning, as I mentioned, remove the paneling here, do some cleaning. I'm actually going to go off to a store and buy some silicone remover, so I can do some cleaning before I'm actually going to mount this aluminium here. So that's the first job, and that's the next video that you're going to see.